hey. It's a Mido show.
Hey, hey.
It's a Mido show.
Hey, hey.
It's a Mido show.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Mido Show. This is episode number 7. I got my buddy Dominick Sierra up in the house.
What's up? What's up?
It's this guy right here. I know every time I come on the show, I have one of my friends and stuff, but this guy right here is like a dude I've known like almost my whole life. We grew up like back in La Habra playing football. Like, this is one of my oldest fucking friends right here. And I got him in here to talk for a little bit just because I hadn't seen him in a while. We have really, every time we do see each other, we're always partying, hanging out, having a good time. And we never really got to sit down and kind of like, talk about just like life and experiences and stuff. And he's had a pretty interesting life along the way,
a long journey.
Yeah, football and stuff like that. We started out playing La Habra football, and he's gone off to, he played at the high school I wish I would have played at. And
Man,
4 years of
I was
CIF.
sad when you moved.
Dude, I was sad when I moved, dude.
I was really like, we're supposed to go to La Habra.
I had one dream as a kid, and that was to go to La Habra High School.
We all did.
Like,
I just lived it.
I don't care if like nothing would have happened after that. Like,
Dude,
just give me 4 years of La Habra High School, and I'm good.
Greatest experience ever.
Was La Habra.
Never college, the 1 year professional arena.
Dude, you know how jealous I was every year showing up to Angel Stadium watching y'all fucking play, and I'm just like, I could have been there. Probably would have been on the sidelines, but fuck it, I would have been there.
Nah, man, you was a baller at receiver.
Dude, I would have made a receiver or corner or some shit, dude. Because I remember one of those years you had a corner, and I was like, oh, this guy, I could have fucking, I would have been like, he was like on coverage on, like, hell yeah.
And there's a lot of people that quit football. I tell people, imagine how good we could have been if all the La Habra kids, Pop Warner kids, didn't quit, didn't get injured.
Would have stayed at it. Dude, and some guys who I never thought were gonna fucking be so good, like Jordan Salo. I remember the first
stud.
Dude, I remember the first fucking year he came out to play. He came
Soccer.
from soccer. Yeah.
Soccer.
And we're all like, oh, this grass fairy gonna do shit. Like,
stud.
Yeah, dude, he came out fucking.
If he would have never dislocated his knee, he Division I double. I don't know how good his grades were, but he would have been up there.
Gone somewhere.
He would have, yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
He was a stud. And
you guys had a lot of like studs on that team and that roster, and so many people that came through there. And could Ronnie Hillman, he went on to the pros.
He wasn't even our best player on the team.
That's true. Yeah.
He was just Ronnie. He was just fast.
He was just that speed guy.
We had Joshua Casal, that's a brother to me.
Hell yeah.
We had Jason Davis, a running back when we were a sophomore. We had Ryan Tornell, rest in peace, CIF Defensive Player of the Year. Mm-hmm. We had Beatty, David Arteaga. We had Randy Nygren. The list goes on.
Hell yeah.
I wasn't even in the equation.
Wasn't Kyle Pecco on that team?
Kyle was a freshman when I was a sophomore. Kyle's a year younger.
Okay.
So, but we had a team. We went 13-0 that year.
Damn. Yeah. You guys fucking balled out every year.
We played Fullerton in the CIF final game, and we didn't go 14-0 because we didn't play them in league one game because of the fires. Remember the Brea Fires?
Oh yeah. And you guys didn't play.
We would have smacked them anyways, but so we went 13-0.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's fucking dope though. I remember that one CIF game too where you had that pick.
My senior year.
Dude, that fucking was so sick, dog.
We beat Trabuco Hills.
Hell yeah. Dude.
I hate those South Orange County teams.
Oh yeah, fuck all those teams,
dude.
The one thing I loved about like you guys playing in that division though is like you got to play at Angel Stadium. Like I never like I'm not an Angel fan, but I love Angel Stadium.
You know what's funny? Everybody that I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but who remembers me and you were on those teams, I tell them, great experience. I'm never gonna be able to get back on that field.
That's true.
But I rather have the game at La Habra. People that haven't experienced a La Habra game.
That's true. Friday night games, dude.
Dude, that's baby Texas right there.
That is.
The city shuts down.
I remember as a kid, we used to freaking Friday Night Lights go down there and freaking...
I'm getting goosebumps right now, dude.
With our jerseys on.
The jerseys we got them for free. Dude, it was... I tell everybody, I think they had us as like the number 1 or number 2 Orange County high school fan attendance. Behind, I think we were either in front of Cerva or behind Cerva my senior year.
Dude, we packed that little school. Dude, that's another thing too. Is other schools have like pretty big areas.
Dude, we had like 1,200 enrollment.
Damn.
Small. Poly has like 4,000. All these other schools around us, we're like a small.
The thing about La Habra is like it was all about football. Like that's
if you didn't, it's like if you was a male and you didn't play football at La Habra, People are gonna hate me for this comment, but you were irrelevant. I'm sorry.
Nobody gave a fuck about
No
the
one
band. Nobody
cared.
cared about the theater department. Nobody cared.
Even though our theater department is balling now, they got like a X amount of money into the theater program now, and dude, La Habra is just a great.
It's funny because
school, dude.
that's the only reason I got into like theater and acting and stuff is just, or even filming and things like that, is because I stopped playing football. Like when I was in high school, like it just kind of got like, it was no longer fun for me. It just became like this whole thing.
Did you play in high school?
I played a little bit. I played my freshman, sophomore year, and then I quit my junior year because I didn't want to go like the varsity team. Like fuck the varsity coach. Like freshman year it was actually really dope.
Yeah.
And then sophomore year was like, it's like all right. And then going into junior year, going up into varsity, I was like, nah, fuck this. Like I didn't like the guys on the team and I didn't like the coaches and stuff.
I wish you would have stayed.
Well, no. So, anyways, like the thing about that.
In La Habra.
Oh, fuck yeah. So, anyways, but the thing about that is that gave me the opportunity to start filming sports because I started doing BizCom, which was a class in school where we had every 2 weeks we had a half-hour news program where we'd report on like the school. We'd do like a senior spotlight where we talk with like a certain senior.
That's dope.
We'd have a sports segment,
Like your own little TV.
Yeah, like a news show, like straight up. We
yeah.
like in like we had our classroom. And it was like with all the shop classes and stuff. So we have our classroom, and then there's like a room behind it, and it's like our studio, and then behind that is like an editing room.
Yeah.
And so we'd film in that studio. Like we'd have a desk set up. And actually my junior and senior year became the anchor, and my junior year was the sports anchor. My senior year was the main anchor of the show. And so we'd like do like a little news program. We'd have different segments, and we'd have different departments, and people would go out and film little stories and stuff. And then like I'd edit the whole show together, and like this would run on cable access.
Yeah,
TV
you would have loved. So, not to cut you off, when me and Joshua took an unofficial visit to BYU, I think they have like the #1, or they have a very, very good communications, and you could take like broadcasting, and dude, their setup when we walked in, like
fucking like news radio
dude,
shit.
it was like ESPN, like
Oh damn.
oh shit. So this is funny how you brought that up.
Yeah,
Like,
that's how it was for us. Like, it was like a small, like cheap scale, but like it worked and stuff.
That's
Like
dope.
we would film like the little angles and stuff. We had the teleprompter. And
were you
shit.
guys known for that?
Yeah, our school,
so-
like, dude, we put that on for like so many years and stuff. There was
Yeah.
actually one of the guys that went through our school like back in like the 90s or something like that. He ended up he was on that show Chuck on NBC, Zach Levi or whatever. But he actually went to one, and he was one of the guys in that class, and he was actually one of the anchors too. And
That's
so like it was funny
crazy.
because our teacher showed us footage of him when he was a kid. And he used to do like the news stories like all funny and like make comical things about it, like, you know, just have fun with it and
Yeah.
stuff. And like people like would watch it because he made it entertaining. But one of the things that I brought to it, like because like it kind of like started falling off like throughout the years, like because it's all student produced. I mean,
Yeah.
the teacher's there and kind of shows us how to use the equipment, but like he's like, you know, you guys produce it yourself. So I started learning how to cut the show together. Like, okay, like get people, like get some good stories in the beginning, but then like, you know, sports segment, I freaking killed it with that, dude, with the edits and adding music to it, and then like doing.
Well, you know, you're not just a random student.
And then people used to like show highlights and then cut to an interview, and then they'd like be talking to somebody and just like all broken up. What I would do is I would have the interview start, and then as the interview's going on, start showing clips over. Yeah, it's like he's talking about, you know, like we were playing, like I, you know, had the one catch on the sideline and stuff, and then show that, show that play. Yeah. And so like I started doing stuff like that, and like everybody was like, oh hell yeah, like these are dope. So even like everybody like in the school was getting hyped, like people wanted to be on the show. Like that's the thing, like even like the podcast, you know, it's like you just start creating stuff, and people like because that was the thing too. I started out when I was doing that show, I was like, okay, what am I gonna film? Like I know these sports to film, but you know, I like was so biased, like, okay, I want to film like basketball and football and like, you know, baseball, but then
no one cares about water polo.
Yeah, dude, I filmed golf one time. It was actually lit because they gave us our own fucking golf cart, and we got to go and like cruise around. It was girls golf too, so it was dope. We got to we got to watch the girls swing around. But like I started to like learn about having to like film all this different stuff, and then like putting together and then finding ways to make it interesting, dude. Like we were out there on the golf course, like how do you make golf interesting? But we were like getting like cool shots of them hitting it. Like when they'd putt, we'd like get the camera and like go like right along the balls and falls in the hole.
Official.
Oh, we were doing like fun, like we were just having fun. We were trying to like joke around and shit. But you edit it all together, and that shit looks like all professional and stuff. And so like with that,
that was a class, or that was an after school program?
No, that was a class. That was that was like an elective class. So, and it was funny because the teacher who taught that class was actually the freshman football coach. So I had known him because during the freshman year, we would always have film after games and stuff, and we would watch in his class. And so I'd always see the studio. I'm like, what's up with this class? And like one of the guys on the team actually, like he was never like a real like football player. Like he just was a nerdy kid who played football, you know. But he was in that class, and so I was like, dude, like what's up with this class? And he actually at the time was the one who edited the whole show and everything. And he was like a freshman. He like knew all the programs and everything. And I was like, dude, I want to like learn. And so he like taught me. And by his junior year, he didn't want to do that shit no more because he was just like tired of doing it. But I was like, fuck yeah, I want to learn how to do all this shit. So I started like I took over and like started doing that. And that's where I learned like that Final Cut program where I like edit all my video and stuff. And I just like learned how to piece things together, drop in, you know. And just using editing programs in general, because even that helped me with like learning music and audio and being able to do like this podcast and stuff, like just how to work that.
Hey, this
you
is
know.
cool.
Yeah. So, and that's even like what I'm doing now is like trying to incorporate all that stuff in the things that I do, like with the 805 Bears and stuff. It's like they're already doing. That's why like I could help them more being off the field than being on the field.
Shout out to the 805 Bears.
Right.
If you guys had me though.
Why don't you come play, dog? Oh yeah, that's another thing. We need to get back to you and why, like, where you at right now and where you been and stuff. So we know your 4 years at La Habra High School and stuff. What happened after that greatness?
4 years at La Habra, went like 45-3.
It's impressive.
So, yeah, we didn't lose. I got 4 Division I offers.
Damn.
Hawaii, Utah State, Nevada, San Diego State.
Yeah, I remember the Hawaii one.
Yeah, I committed. I signed there, but I never thought school was hard for me. You know, learning disability, you know, ADHD, all that stuff, you know, whatever. Use it as an excuse. So I never thought I was going to get this big, this tall. And you remember me. I was a little I was a little like Southern California skater boy. That's who I was. Yeah. Skinny. And then
dude, one of my favorite pictures of you is that one with you and your brother and shit.
Yeah.
You guys are all skinny and your cousin or whatever.
Yeah.
And you guys,
in New York.
Yeah.
And so I shot up my sophomore year, going into my junior year summer, like 5 inches, gained like 40 pounds. And then all these schools started like to send letters, you know, calls, whatever. So then like I've never failed classes, but I would like have an A in the class and just tank the final. Like, all right, I'll just pass.
Yeah.
So the offers started coming in, whatever. Hawaii offered me first. I committed because I was like a dream school. I always wanted to play there. I don't know why. Just I had a few friends there and wanted to go, so I committed. And then like Nevada came, San Diego State came, Utah State came, and I was playing safety. I played linebacker in college, so I was playing out of position, and I was just a team player. I was like,
hey, wherever you need me,
safety. All right, for sure, I'm gonna play safety. And I was CIF Defensive Player of the Year, playing safety, like just coming down hitting. Right. So, but Colin Kaepernick was my host.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I took a trip to Cody Fajardo, Servite.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Grew up with us.
Hell yeah.
Technically his host was Cody, or it was
Colin.
Mine was some Dominican linebacker. I don't know, but we hung out with Virgil Green, the tight end for the Broncos.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
So it was dope. So and when I took a trip to Hawaii, Greg Salas got drafted by the Rams.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know, I never went to San Diego State. I should have, but Ronnie was there.
Oh, yeah,
I didn't want to go to school with a person I knew, like a person that came from La Habra that
you already played with.
I wanted to
a new experience,
my own path. Like, okay, Don was the first person to go there.
Yeah.
But it didn't happen. My parents didn't let me go. It was too far. But you know, at 18, you do what your parents say. Yeah. So and
that's true. And your parents, like, they look out for you. They know what's best.
Yeah, you know, my parents. We have a very close knit family. So you know, it bugs me a little. Because who knows if I would have did 4 years in University of Hawaii, what would have happened? But, you know, at the end of the day, I still graduated. So I went to Cerritos. We won't speak about that because I just absolutely hated it.
Would you do a year there or 2 years?
I did 3 semesters. Oh, okay. So I did a year and I did 2 football seasons.
And then you were out.
Yeah. So, but Northern Colorado, Division I AA, shout out, go Bears, whoop, whoop. In the Big Sky, they offered me my freshman year, but I had a girlfriend. I was 19. I think that they offered right after the season. So I was like, it was like December, January. So I'm a Valentine's baby. So I was like 18, and I wasn't ready to leave my parents. Yeah, I was scared. So dude. I stood another year, and no offers came. So I was like, you know what, F it. I'm just gonna go, Mom. So I went there, did 3 years there, tore my ACL my first year there, 8 games in. Redshirted and came back my senior year and was third team all conference, broke school records. Then, you know, after season, got an agent, you know, did a few combines, you know, nothing came, but I was completely content with it because I had fun everywhere I went. You know, I balled out everywhere I went. I don't have no regrets.
Yeah. That's the thing. You enjoyed the experience of it. And, like, you're one of those players, too. Like, you've never... You don't take anything like half-ass. Like, you always give 100%. You know, it's like...
Especially something I was good at, football.
Yeah. So it's like you went out, like, you know, that's why you have no regrets. So people have, like... I mean, with me, with football...
You just should have stayed in La Habra.
I have regrets, though, too, because I also didn't... I didn't give it 100% at the times I should have. Like, even when I moved out there, like, I could continue to give it 100%. I didn't give it 100% because I didn't like it. Wasn't the same experience to me.
It's what, like, people say, like, one door closes, another one open. Look where we're at now.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Because, like, if I would have stayed in Ventura, like, if I would have stayed in La Habra, I would have been about football. And, like, I would have, like, I gave it 100%. And, I would have, like, found out what my potential in that would have been. But even then, like, how far would I have made it? Would it be something that made a difference? Or, you know, would I have really enjoyed it, you know? And that's the thing. It's like I enjoyed, and even playing semi-pro, like I enjoyed having fun and playing with my friends and stuff.
People don't know La Habra is about football.
Yeah. It's just about football and family and friends and the bonding. And having fun about it. And
people don't even know where La Habra's at.
That's true.
Like,
put that shit on the map, dog.
North
Habra, you guys gotta know, man.
They're like
Orange County, LA County, Orange County border, kind of right there. Because Whittier.
La Habra is in Orange County, Orange County.
But
northern.
But Whittier is LA County.
Whittier is LA. Yes.
So like Whittier and La Habra, right there is that border.
I was born in Long Beach, but I tell people I laid my head in Whittier. Mm-hmm. I'm from La Habra.
Yeah.
I was not born, but born and raised in La Habra. I just sleep in Whittier.
Yeah.
Everything I done was La Habra. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm soon to get it somewhere on my body. It's just a part of
the
me.
LH. Yeah.
I used to wear a La Habra Highlander shirt under my pads in college and in 1 year in the professional arena. That's where I'm from.
Hometown.
Yeah.
Right there. You gotta rep that shit.
Dude, if I would have made the NFL, everybody would have known about La Habra. Like, I would have been obnoxious about it.
Yeah. See, that's the thing Ronnie should have done. He should put La Habra on the map.
But he's not from La Habra.
That's true. He's from
Compton.
Yeah. But he didn't play in the Snoop youth football league?
Yeah, the Snoop League, yeah.
Hell yeah. Coach Snoop. Shout out Coach Snoop. Netflix.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he knows all of them.
Hell yeah, dude.
But Kyle's in the league right now, balling. That's my dog. Mm-hmm. I just saw him 2 days ago in downtown Fullerton.
Oh really?
Yeah. Dude, he's looking amazing. So and
dude,
I believe
a big ass boy.
Yeah. Dude, he's huge.
Well, they're built that way, man. That's in the blood. Right
but like him, like all like his stomach fat went up to like his chest, and he's just He's like 297 just straight.
I see his Instagram, and he is really
So I think this is his last year in his contract, and everybody makes money in your second contract. Mm-hmm. So he has another year to prove what he has to do, and you know he's lasted this long. So
hell yeah.
And
that's dope. And isn't he playing with? Isn't his uncle on the team?
His uncle plays in front of him. How funny is that?
That's fucking.
You're like, hey, bro, come on.
Let me get in the front seat here.
Can I get some playing time? But yeah, that's cool. Obviously, so you know he's in there. You know, I got a few other homeboys. You know, AJ Cruz, I speed train with. He's with Edmonton, and Thomas Duarte went to Mater Dei, UCLA. He's with the Dolphins. I could go on.
Yeah. See, that's the thing too. You probably know a lot more cats than like you know. It's like shoot, just even the people that I know and from experiences.
I know so many out there.
Yeah. So that's another thing too. After college is like because a lot of guys out there think you know it's like after college you know if I don't get drafted or I don't go you know there's no opportunities and stuff. But
no, that's stupid. That's the biggest myth in the world.
Yeah.
Dude, there's been dudes that I played with in arena that are in the NFL right now, and everyone's like, yo, you played arena, and I'm like, dude, there are some dogs in there. There are Division I athletes, Division 2, 3, NAI that just got overlooked.
Mm-hmm. They just didn't get the right exposure, or just didn't.
Dude, it just takes one pair of eyes to say, let's give him a shot, and then from then, you know, it's what you want to do with it. But dude, there's been people that stand outside of stadiums. Hey, I will play for free and get shots.
Yeah, I've seen that too, where they've had guys like just stand outside with their cleats and shit, and they give them a fucking shot.
Dude, it's just literally one day if the GM wakes up happy and wants to give a dude a shot.
Well, look at like fucking that movie Invincible with fucking Mark Wahlberg and shit. That dude back in the day, like just open tryouts, like a team could do that.
Dude walked out of a bar.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, and just like it's all about just preparation meeting opportunity, and you just gotta sometimes you gotta create that opportunity for yourself.
Yeah.
It's like if you don't give 100% here, nobody's ever gonna give you that opportunity to play at a higher level. You know. It's
See, with me, I had some calls. I got called in the 6th round by the Browns in the 2015 draft. They called my agent, said we were going to draft Dom in the 7th or bring him into camp. I never got a call back. But it's just, I was content with it. Like I said, I balled out with you and Pop Warner.
Yeah.
I killed it in high school. I went to college. I killed it. I did 1 year in the Arena League, and for the 8 games after I quit because I didn't want to play no more, I killed it. So it's just like my dad always said: when you don't love it no more, don't play.
Yeah.
I woke up one day in Omaha. It was like, I don't love it, Dad. He was like, all right, come on. I was like, 48 hours later, right before the game, I was like, I quit. Yeah. Not I quit. It's just I don't love it, Coach. I don't want to be here if I'm not. I don't want to get hurt. And especially Arena.
Yeah, and you don't want to waste their time, waste other people's time and stuff. It's like,
and it's not like I was making thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
We were living off of vouchers.
Yeah.
It was damn near semi-pro.
So how did it work out there? Do you got like a host family or something, or you got to find your own house?
No, we had a dope ass like extended stay.
Okay.
Shit was
so
dope.
They set you up and shit.
Yeah, that shit was dope. I was with another LA kid, AJ Downs. Shout out my boy.
Hell yeah.
He was out there living in Wisconsin now, but it was dope. I just surrounded myself with good people. So it was fun. I loved Omaha. If I never seen a tornado come from the sky, people, we're from California. We don't see that.
The earth, the ground moves, all right, but shit don't fall
and
from
it
the sky.
doesn't even shake that much.
Yeah.
So stop asking us that question.
We had like 3 earthquakes in the last week, and I didn't even know that shit. When
I went to college at Northern Colorado, oh, you're from California? How are the earthquakes? Dude, we don't get earthquakes like that.
Yeah.
It only takes once to kill people, but...
Yeah.
Bro, they've been saying the San Andreas fault was going to go since, like, middle school.
Yeah, that shit ain't going nowhere. Maybe moving like an inch or two in a fucking year.
But we're at the mall in Omaha, and it gets very dark real quick. Like, the sun disappears.
Oh, just the clouds overhead?
The clouds get very dark and gray, and we're like, what's going on? Like, 2 kids from LA, like, what? And something comes from the sky, and we're like, oh, shit. Is this a tornado? Dude, I started crying.
Fuck it, I would too.
I've never seen one. I called my mom. I was like, we're going to die. She was like, get to the shelter. So we had to drive like 5 miles to like our arena. And they had like a shelter underground. And I told my parents and I told the coach, if I see another one, I'm gone.
Yeah, fuck this.
I'm gone.
I'm not dying over
this wasn't fun. I was like, what is fun about this?
Getting picked up, getting fucking sucked off the ground and get thrown up into the air and fucking fling.
Y'all tripping. But yeah.
Y'all could keep that shit, fucking Dorothy and Toto. I ain't fucking trying to fucking do that shit.
Man.
Now, that's one thing, too, when I was on the road last year, because I was in Kansas, and I actually went by Omaha, too, because I was in Nebraska. And
we went to Salina, Kansas.
Oh,
that was one. And, Salina.
I was in Norfolk, which is like the home of Johnny Carson. I don't know. Just found that out randomly.
Don't really know who that is.
You don't know Johnny Carson, the dude from The Tonight Show? I don't really know who he is, but old people know. Shout out to the old people that know Johnny Carson, The Tonight Show.
I don't know that.
Yeah, us young cats, we don't really know. We know like Jay Leno and all those motherfuckers. And even him, he old too. Jimmy Fallon? All right, that's more better. But yeah, so like after, and even doing that, so like that's the only reason you gave up is like you just didn't want to be there anymore. Like you could, because you could continue to play if you want to, I mean.
Yeah,
nothing stopping you physically. And
and that's another reason I quit. I started when I was 4 with you.
Mm-hmm.
I ended at 24. I'm 26 now. I played 20 years of it. I had a 20-year commitment. It's like a prison sentence. I tell people.
Yeah.
Like I gave my life to it.
How does your body feel after that? Like, do you?
My body feels fine.
Cause here's a discussion I was having with my buddy Bobby earlier today about because there's some people that I know, like there's people who are natural born athletes that are just athletic, and then there are people who are just aren't built for it. But there are some people who just like who work hard and make their body, like.
I think for me it was a little of both.
Mm-hmm.
My dad played in the minors with the Pittsburgh Pirates. My dad was a professional boxer. My dad made the Olympic team, the 1980 Olympics when they boycotted Russia. He was on that team.
Mm-hmm.
I'm athletic, extremely athletic. And with him, with that East Coast, he's from New York.
Oh, well, not just that too. The drive that you're, the work ethic.
I call my dad Baby Hitler.
Mm-hmm.
I tell people, people laugh at me. I say I had no childhood.
Yeah.
If it was not sports, I was in the bedroom doing push-ups or sit-ups.
Mm-hmm. He was like the sports equivalent of like Joe Jackson. Like,
yeah, dude, he was LeVar Ball before LeVar Ball, without all social media, like
all the crazy antics.
Dude,
best believe if we had a camera around your dad though, he'd be famous.
Oh, dude, everybody loves him. But dude, 7 o'clock at like 6 years old, wake up, we're going running. What? The worst thing I've ever said, the worst thing I've ever agreed with was, do you want to do it my way? And as a kid, I was like, yes, Dad. He's like, you're screwed.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck.
Yeah, he's like, oh, you.
Nah, but back to what you were saying. My body's fine, and that's a reason why I quit. I was like,
you don't want to be at that point where you
I didn't want to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Like my body's fine. Sometimes I do shoulder press. I could feel a little like my shoulders, like from hitting.
Yeah.
But I'm fine. Out of 20 years, I only tore an ACL. Never sprained an ankle, sprained a finger. Never. I was blessed. And I thought I was gonna make it out, non-injury, no injuries. But no.
Yeah, I got the ACL.
But my body's fine, dude.
Yeah, because I bring it up because even in semi-pro, like I see a lot of these old guys who still play and stuff. These guys,
Some of you
40,
guys
45.
just need to drop it.
Well, no,
it's not healthy.
No, but some guys like they don't get hurt. Like I mean, obviously, like there's some guys out there that just go and like fucking try to hurt people, which is just fucked up. But like a lot of it, we understand. Like we ain't out here getting paid $1 million for this shit. Like we're just out here. Like we got to be. I'm not
gonna lie. I probably would want to hurt somebody.
You like, hey, you play hard between the whistles. And
yeah,
stuff. But like no like cheap shots and no like none of that shit. It's like if the guy's got the ball in his hand, obviously you're gonna expect to be laid the fuck out. Yeah. You know, but like just like little shit, like if you're like off to the side, like no, just like cheap shots, just like or like going for the knees and
we
shit.
have families.
It's like I got to be at work on Monday morning. It's like I'm not trying to but play hard. And like I said, everybody there is about trying to get like 100% out of each other because everybody's at different levels. Like there's guys like I said who are just straight up athletes, and other guys who just just
Joe
fucking,
Schmoes.
Yeah, but just fucking are about playing the game and hard. Give it 100%. They show up to the practices. They work out. They know the plays.
People make fun of those people.
What?
But it's like a proven fact. All those people like succeed in life.
What?
The ones that show up to practice.
Oh, hell yeah.
And if coach says toes behind the line, that's so funny how
it's the little things.
It's so funny how my college coach, Coach Collins, shout out to Coach Collins, he would do class checks on us. He would do random stuff, and I hated it. Oh, you weren't in class, go run. And now I look back at it, and I'm going through the LAPD process. Whoop, whoop. Having a degree is so big. And he would class check us, and he would always talk about a degree. I was like, dude, we're here for football. And I just said it on Twitter. I just I tagged him in a tweet, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, yo, thank you. He always used to say, you could wake up with no legs one day. You could wake up, the sky could be falling. You could wake up, your parents could be gone. You could wake up, you'll always have your degree.
Yeah.
That's never leaving you, ever. Once you graduate, you are a college graduate.
Yeah. And what you know, too, like the stuff like, once you know something, you know it. Like,
dude, so it's like, wow. He used to talk about us, and of course, I was like 23 years old. I was like, yeah, dude.
Whatever.
Can we just go home, dude?
Like
I'm
in
tired.
Like in 2 years, I'm going to be making millions in the NFL, so what you're saying is irrelevant right now.
But it's like, shit, even in the post office, there's some things I could do that others can't because I have a degree. It's just mind-blowing. Like, kids don't understand.
Well, the thing, too, is like the only way you get to that level is if you show up and you give 100%. Like, you got to... you could show up to class but not give 100%, and just like show up and be like, okay, I'm there and I'm doing the bare minimum and stuff and get by. But it's like, you like, and even somebody too, like, who has learning disabilities and stuff, you can make, excuses for certain things. But it's like, if
I did it for 20 years.
Like if you're really about something, you'll find a way. So like you're really about football, so you find a way to get your way into college. And it's like shit. Like if the coach is gonna make sure that you're in class and you got to be in class just so you could like, because if you don't show up to class, he's gonna bench your ass.
Yeah,
and it's
dude,
like,
I'm telling you,
don't want to
bro.
get benched. You want to.
I don't care. You're not a real man if you don't leave college and look back 3 years and be like, damn, coach is right about everything. And if you don't agree on that, you're stupid.
Yeah.
Everything. It's just, like my dad says, it's just, not that they know more. They just been on this earth longer. They've been through it. Experience, dude. And, dude, I look back every day and I'd be like, holy shit. Coach said this would happen and it's happening.
Yeah. And that the thing too you said about like even if like you didn't have your legs or something or you couldn't play anymore, but that's the thing that bugs me too. Well, like the reason why I stopped is like because I was always worried about like I don't want to get to that point where I'm hitting my head against people for so long that I can't think, or like I can't use my head the way that I need to, and like my intelligence, like, or I'm like messing up my brain playing the sport, and then the only thing I have is to be barbaric in life and just just like do all this, hit my head against the wall, like become a fighter,
You know what's funny?
because like those guys, that's how they, once they're down that road, it's just
that's
like,
probably the biggest question I get. Like, how are your head? And dude, I tell you, people, if I would die from it, I would be fine with it. For me,
it was worth it.
Every tackle I ever made, every block, every touchdown I scored, besides having a future family, like that's probably the greatest feelings I ever had. Like I would literally die for the sport of football when I was playing. Now I look back and be like, shit, hell no.
Yeah.
But while I was in it, dude, people always ask me like, are you scared of what is it,
CTE?
Yeah. No, dude. I didn't think of that. See, some people have different views on it. Dude, I was just playing football, dude.
My thing is the same way, and like that's actually one of the reasons why I stopped. It's because of my fear of CTE, and I may already have some stage. Like the thing about it is you don't know about it until you're dead. Like so, it's like, but if I were to die today and I found like people found out about it, it's like I don't regret anything that I did before because I enjoyed the shit out of it. It taught me brotherhood. It taught me everything I know. The reason I'm so good at being able to film sports is because I know the game.
I think the reason I love my brother so much is because of Randy Atney, Coach Atney. Shout out to you, Coach Atney.
Yeah. Shout out to the Atney family.
The
clan, everybody.
Dude.
Shit.
Football's
like, family.
Football's family. It's not like any other sport, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Basketball is basketball. Baseball is baseball.
Well, see, here's the thing. It's like basketball. Everybody's
look at LeBron. You don't have to have a family.
No, but see, here's the thing with sports is like with basketball, everybody's got to be able to shoot the ball.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody's got to be able to run up and down the court. They got to be able to do all the same stuff. In baseball, people got to be able to hit and got to be able to field the ball and like do all like a lot of the same stuff. In football, it's a sport where everybody is
doing something different.
Yeah, you got big
11
guys,
person,
you got
11
big
people
guys,
on the job.
You got little small guys that are fast guys. You got tall guys that are skinny that are catching the ball. You got a guy who's smart, who's in control of everybody, and like and it's very strategic. And you're using your big guys to block the other big guys to get this guy, the fast guy, open. And like it's crazy how you do it because like everything else, like all the guys are pretty much like proportionate to each other.
Coach used to say, my head coach in college, you can't be done playing football. Mm-hmm. Yes, is football a very easy sport? Yes, but you have to have some type of knowledge.
Yeah.
Why am I taking this right step? Why do I have to have my right hand on his right shoulder pad or his left shoulder pad?
Everything's for a reason.
Everything's for a reason, and then that's what I'm saying. Back to life, everything's for a reason. Wearing the seatbelts for a reason. Locking the doors for a reason. You just don't do it because people tell you to do it. It's for a reason.
Yeah.
So
the simplest thing too in football is just do your job because it's a team sport. It's like people always think, well, like, oh, why am I gonna do this or why do I gotta do that? And
do
stuff.
your
It's
1/11th.
Yeah, it's like do your job because like it could be as simple as like just stand over there so this guy goes over there and I can deal with this guy. This guy's gonna guard me, but if you stand right here, then I got two guys to deal with. But it's like if you just stand over there, boom, problem solved. You don't even have to touch him. You talk to him.
Dude, you need a coach.
Like, oh, dude, that's the thing. It's like, that's why I want to step away from the sport. It's like, I could help in other ways, whether it be like motivating people or like, just talking to them about the sport because I'm educated on the sport and I love the sport, but I know playing the sport isn't for me. Yeah. I mean, I'll like for fun, I'll like for recreation. Like I love playing football and stuff, but like at a competitive level and tackle and like, like, I won't do that stuff. Like, yeah, I'll still strap up the pads if I ever film like a football movie or something like that. Like, I'll get into character and I'll do it, and I'll still take some real shots if I need to, because obviously I'm getting the character. But I know that it's not like somebody's out there trying to rip my head off, and that like, and even like I said, because I've been to those points where I pushed myself to 100%. Like, I've been at those levels where I didn't give 100%, and I pushed as much as I can get out of it, and doing that in semi-pro too, it's like, okay, I've gave it all that I can. There's no more that I could, like, there's no further I can go. And then, like, what's the benefit here? Like, all I'm trying to do is prove something to myself or, like, say that I love the sport so much, I'm going to continue to do it. But if I really love the sport, I'm going to find other ways to be involved, or find something else, like, to do. And like I said, I love the team so much too. I felt, even though I was like a good player out there, once I started hitting my head, like for the first 2 quarters, I'm good. I'm a team player. I'm a leader. I'm out there, I'm able to do stuff. But after a couple cheap shots and like, people running their mouth and, thinking they're hot shit and they're not, I start getting, a little fucking fed up and wanting to, chirp off and like act stupid. And then I just want to start throwing my head around and hitting people instead of being smart about how I'm playing. And, it's like subconsciously I'm like in that way, like, but it's weird because I know, like, during the game I'm telling myself, like, why are you doing this? Like, calm down, like, okay, think this is what you have to do, and like, you know, don't get all like frustrated because you know it's an emotional game and stuff, and like, you know,
I was the king at that.
Yeah, like everybody's like, yeah, and that's the thing too.
I used to get in so many people's heads.
No, a lot of these guys too is that's how they play. They'll try to like fuck with you, but like it's all about respect of the game. But they're gonna try to fuck with you in between. So like, no,
I was baby Richard Sherman.
Yeah, just know that it's just like back and forth. Like you're just chirping, you know, and it's like whatever and stuff. And so like, I was able to deal with that, but at times too, I would just like want to snap off, or like, and then I'd set these bad examples for other people, and then I'm not like playing to my, you know, up to my A game and stuff, and it's like I feel like I'm hurting the team more than I'm benefiting them, and all I'm trying to do is like, you know, prove to myself something, or I'm just like out here trying to, it's the ego wanting to play, you know, and not really being a team player. Yeah. So I was like, you know, because really what I see in the team, the 805 Bears, is we have a really good developmental team in semi-pro where we're trying to get guys who didn't get opportunities to go to college or want to take a different route than college and stuff. And, you know, because nowadays people are starting to see that the NFL is kind of like played out, you know, and like it's like not the big thing anymore.
Dude,
I mean,
Kyle Pecco verbatim said, I hate the NFL.
Yeah, as a league and the way the organization
and
is
he's
structured.
in it.
Yeah, but people love still playing the sport and stuff. Like I bet you, I don't know Josh's experience, but I'm sure he's loving it out there. It seems like he's fucking loving it out there, dude. In Poland and
he's
shit,
in
like
every country and every other day.
Yeah,
like dude.
Living, fucking having a good time, fucking playing the sport he fucking loves, no drama and shit. I'm sure, yeah, obviously you're gonna have drama and shit here and there and everything, but like he's in fucking he's in different countries.
His pros are way more than cons.
Yeah, hell yeah. You know, and so and the cool thing too is it's not like he's out there like and that's his life and he lives like he's there for like 6 months or whatever. You know, he plays the season, comes back, and then he coaches and lives his life and does his things here and stuff and stays in shape. And then
do you know who you need to get on this thing?
Who?
Joshua.
Oh hell yeah! When he's back in town,
Joshua.
Shit, you know what? Why wait for him to get back? Let's fly to Poland. Let's go do it.
Nah, he's in Serbia.
Oh, he's in Serbia. Is that
yeah, see, he did Poland his first year.
Oh, okay.
He's gonna kill me. Finland, I think his second year. Dude, he's traveling everywhere.
Yeah,
I can't keep up with it. And Serbia.
Damn.
Or Serbia.
See, I don't know European countries, so I just say he's playing European football every time I mention.
Yeah, he's out there.
But there's so many different leagues. There's European footballs. There's Canadian football, arena football.
Look at the dude from the Vikings. I don't know if he's still in the NFL. The white. I don't even know if you know. They drafted a dude or they brought him in an undrafted free agent 2 years ago. He ran like a 4.3 something.
And where'd they bring him from?
Germany.
Oh, really?
And Vipek was playing in the same league as him.
Oh, hell yeah.
So it's like people laugh, but dude, only takes one pair of eyes. That's what I tell people.
Well, see, that's the main thing too. Is like with our team is like we have like some good cats out there that could, you know, and maybe obviously each person's at their different level and stuff. But I see the guys who are giving 100%, and I want to get them to the levels that they can, you know. It's like, okay, you're giving 100% here. You're better than this. Go to the next level, you know. And it's like, and some people like, even if you are giving 100% and you're good at this, maybe you're happy with just that. Like I said, that guy from the D League, it's like, you know what? To him, he's just happy doing that. He never cared if he got to the Lakers or anything, but he got that opportunity. Now he's stoked, and now he maybe can have some more opportunities to, you know, either the Lakers.
They better sign him.
Yeah, the Lakers
shoot,
or some other fucking team is gonna sign him, and not just because like he can play, but because of the knowledge and experience. A guy like that who never gives up and stuff, he's gonna fucking have like you want that guy around your young.
He probably doesn't have to touch the court, and he can make an impact on the team.
Exactly. And so like the thing about it is like the persistence in that, and you know, maybe he just enjoys playing and he doesn't want to do any of that stuff. Obviously he loves teaching because he's a tutor and stuff like that, so he would love to be involved, you know, and maybe that was his job on the team too, is just being that kind of older guy to give advice and stuff. But he continued to play hard and, you know, give his all and create that next opportunity for himself. And you know, if he would have only gave it 90% at that level or whatever, you know,
he would have been cut.
Yeah, and even if he was like good enough to give it 90%, you know, because some people have natural ability and they think like, okay, I'm doing the bare minimum, good enough, I don't know. But it's like, no, show up and give 100%. Like even if you are way better than that guy, his 100% is different from your 100%, right?
I wasn't gonna talk about it, but Ronnie Hillman's a perfect example.
As a person just fucking,
he never gave it 100%. And look where he's not in the NFL no more.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm sure he won't see this, but if he does,
sorry.
I'm sorry. Well, I'm just speaking facts.
Yeah.
In high school, he never gave it 100%. He knew he was faster than everybody. He never speed trained. He knew he was strong, never weight lifted. So he got to San Diego, broke records, got to the league, did 3 years, made X amount of millions of dollars, and
Well, it's a lot of players like that, like even like Reggie Bush and stuff. You know,
Yeah.
he did so good, but once he got to NFL, it's like he reached that point of like, okay, your natural ability, like you gotta start being smart and you gotta start like really knowing that, you know. And it was just like he kind of rode that wave of I'm hot
Reggie
shit.
Bush from SC.
Yeah,
which I loved.
Yeah, I'm just hot shit and stuff. And then once he got to the NFL, dude, started.
It's a different breed in the NFL, man.
But you look at guys who like never even had a shot in the NFL and who fucking grind through that shit, like Drew Brees and shit, like who motherfuckers are like, oh, you're too short to play that.
Tom
fucking
Brady.
Yeah,
I hate him.
Yeah, but goat.
He's a goat.
Goat, dude. Fucking like
Greatest of all time.
Yeah, and they just work their asses off. Like not, and maybe they're not even like fucking crazy athletic and stuff like that, but they just work hard and they just know what needs to be
Work
done.
on
Like
their
even
craft.
Peyton Manning, dude. I looked at him and I'm like, this guy's never
Looks like a dweeb.
Yeah, he's not fucking athletic. This hick fucking redneck motherfucker. I was like, what the fuck? But he's smart as a motherfucker, and that's the thing about quarterback too. It's a smart fucking position. And see, that's the thing about me too. Is like if I was a position on the field where I needed to be jacked up and angry and stuff. Like if I was playing defense and stuff like that, it would be a different story because that's where I need to be. And you know,
That's why I play defense.
Yeah, but because I was like a quarterback, once I started like take a good shot to the head or whatever, I'm starting.
Wait, you played quarterback at 805 Bears?
Yeah, I played quarterback. I played receiver.
Why did you play receiver? That's your spot.
What?
Receiver.
Because I liked quarterback though. But I did play receiver because we needed receiver, so we rotated quarterbacks and stuff. We had two.
I'd rather catch a ball than throw a ball, my opinion.
Yeah, I just didn't like getting smacked. I never liked fucking getting hit.
Well, no one likes getting hit.
I know, but I was good at avoiding hits, and I was good at when I played receiver,
Was
we'd
you,
always go
was
deep.
you running through the field like Michael Vick?
Dude, I was going deep every time. Like I like it, like honestly, if I was at receiver and they like called a slant, I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" No, I was like, check that. Even if the DB's like sitting like right there, he backs up.
I don't care if Deion Sanders is out there. We're going deep.
DB sitting 7 yards off, and I'm like, yeah, I'm still going deep. Yeah, fuck the slant route, I'm going deep. Like I remember too, we last season, and it was like in one of our first games we had because we have this play where it's like pretty much the line comes out and sets the screen, and then you just kind of come underneath.
Like a tunnel screen.
Yeah, kind of like a little tunnel screen. And so we had that, but like every time we ran during practice, it just worked out where I just like nobody got blocked, and I always just ran right into the fucking linebackers and shit. And then the coach always got mad because I would just catch the ball and then I cut to the sideline and make my own way. I'm like, fuck this, like I'm gonna go to the side. Like I'd rather try to juke out the corner and the safety than try to deal with the fucking linebackers and shit.
Yes.
And so like one day they called it during the game, and I fucking caught the ball, and like it just happened to be wide fucking open. And I was like, finally. So I just like took off, and then like I turned the corner and there's a linebacker right there unblocked and shit, and I like put a juke on him, and then like I keep going, but then like the holes closed it up, the fucking linebackers are coming, the safety's coming, and then like I finally like got good yardage on it, but like it was funny because I had never seen that play where like I was ready to catch it and hit the sideline and start juking and shit, and like
I wish you would have stayed in La Habra.
oh dude, I fucking would have loved it. That's the one thing that like motivated me to not even like continue to give football 100%. That's why like I looked at my junior year, and I was like, well, do I want to continue? Because I was at least gonna continue playing through high school. You know, I was like, even if I don't play college or whatever, I'm gonna continue to play through high school, and yeah, just gave it up. But then even after high school, once I went to community college, like when I was at Moore Park College, I started training with the football team. I was gonna play there, but before like the season started, I started doing more acting stuff and plays and things like that.
You found your new passion.
Yeah, so I got caught up in other things, but I still like loved it, and I loved being out there, dude. Just training with the guys and like in the spring season and stuff, and like getting ready and everything, and all through summer, and then like when the season started coming up, like I was just like, that's the thing. It's too much of a commitment. Like being involved in that stuff, it's like you really gotta be dedicated. You gotta be like, there's no days off in any of that stuff. Like if you're not out in the field training, you're in the weight room, or you're studying the playbook, or you're studying your plays, you're working on footwork, technique, things like.
That's what I miss the most. I don't really miss football.
You miss the training and stuff like that. The cool thing is I'm not gone from the get, because I still go to practices. Like I'll show up to the 805 Bears practice, or like I'll still do warm up drills with them, or like some of my buddies still hit me up and we still just go and work out, and I'll do all the drills. Or sometimes I go and work with them, like because they're DBs or receivers, so they need somebody to throw to them, or just do drills with them. And
Dog,
stuff.
I miss getting. This is gonna sound so gay. Getting out of practice, getting out of the shower, getting dressed in the locker room.
With the homies.
That sound is so gay, dude. So bad. But I mean,
after a good day's work,
let's be adults now here, people. Come on. It just the
people
locker
shower at the gym,
The locker room feel.
Yeah.
Dude, I tell people,
the place where you could talk about grabbing girls by the pussy and nobody gives a fuck.
Dude, I tell people, dude, we had the biggest fraternity on campus. It was us. We knew everything about campus.
Yeah.
Every girl, everything. But it's just knowing that, okay, we just got to practice. We just got killed, but we made it. and we all did it together. And you know,
that's another thing too. Is
it's
that
the weekend? We're going to go out to a party. Like, hey, let's meet at my house at 8. And dude, it's just the brotherhood. It's like now that we live like a real life, the 9-to-5 life. You're just like, I don't mind the 9-to-5 life. I actually like it, but it's just like, damn, dude, I miss my boys, man.
One of the things too about that brotherhood and that thing is like the common struggle, and that's like with anything with people who are like, you know, minorities who've been oppressed and stuff, is like anybody who shares a common struggle, you automatically like that brings you so much closer together because you could relate. Like, even though like it could be the worst thing or whatever, but it's like, oh shit, we're both dealing with this shit, you know. It's like, or you know, and like you said, practice could be hell or whatever, or you guys lose, but you guys lose together, you know. And that's the hard thing, is like a lot of people, and I see that in semi-pro, where people want to think that it's an individual sport, or I just go out there and do me and stuff. And it's like, no, you got to realize like we're a team. Like, yeah, you do you, and you're an individual, and you do your part, and these are the things you do. But there's more at like state. You gotta look out for everybody too, you know, and you gotta realize we're playing as a team, you know, and like everything that you do can't be done without the other people as well. You need somebody who's gonna block for you. You need somebody who's gonna throw you the ball to get the ball. It's like,
why do you think Alabama and the Patriots are so good?
Because they play as a team.
They play as a team,
you know? And they respect. Like, they put a lot of value into like the little things, like the line.
Dude, and Nick, I couldn't play for Nick Saban. I tell people I didn't have enough discipline for him. I was always that, like, stay behind the line, coach.
Wherever
my right foot is an inch over it. Chill out, dude. But dude, he preaches consistency. He preaches, do what I tell you, because I will get you to the NFL if you listen.
Yeah. Well, one thing too is like, some guys don't understand that there's a way to like strategic, you know. It's like if you always try to over anticipate something, you know, they're not going to run that play. Or you're sometimes like, a lot of football is learning how to bait stuff, and that's what I learned as a corner. Because when I played corner, I was a shutdown corner. Oof. Like, dude, I was on motherfuckers. Like, they weren't getting no separation. Like, nobody was throwing, and I used to get pissed because like I wanted picks and stuff. And so I started learning how to bait, and I was like, because I played quarterback, and because I played receiver, I'm like, okay, when is the quarterback going to throw it? He's never going to throw it if he's guarded all the time. He's going to wait for the opportunity when he sees him open for a second, or he's going to anticipate when he's open and stuff. So I started learning how to, like, okay, give him a little space here. And it's like, sometimes I already knew his route. So it's like, okay, like, I know he's going to try to take me this way, kind of like break off and be ready for him to cut back this way and stuff, you know? And then wait for like, give that quarterback that feeling of, or hide behind somebody where he can't see you and just wait for him to throw it. And then fucking boom, be on it and be in the perfect position. And that's how I learned how to, like, pretty much like Richard Sherman shit. It's like, he's such a good corner because
smart
of his percentage. Like, yeah, people are like, oh, well, he hardly gets thrown at. But when he does get thrown, he gets picks or he gets the flag. He's on it. Like, and the thing is, like, he learns how to bait, you know, he could be on guys like white on rice all day, but he wants to, like, you know, and some guys,
have some fun with it.
Yeah, and sometimes guys get the better of him, you know, but he wants competition. Like, the thing about it too is, like I said, he wants to go against the guys who are going to give 100%. He wants the best receiver. He wants the best, you know, because iron sharpens iron. It's like, you don't want the guy who you know you could cover all day, the guy you know who you could, you know, pick off, you know, the quarterback that you know.
But that comes from inside. That has to come from inside. Yeah. You know, some people like that. Some people like, you know, I'm just going to ride off of I could shut down a weak receiver. Richard Sherman, no. He wants the best of the best.
Yeah.
Patrick Peterson, Deion Sanders, all the great, Darrelle Revis, all of them.
Dude, one of the best matchups, fucking Deion Sanders with Jerry Rice. Fucking line is squaring up on him.
People might hate me for this one too, but I don't think he's the best receiver ever.
Jerry Rice?
Yes.
I don't think he's the best receiver ever.
Randy
he was a
Moss.
great. Jerry Rice was a great receiver. I don't think it's hard.
Granted, he has like all the records.
Yeah.
Type in Randy Moss's highlight tape on YouTube.
Dude, Randy Moss was
he went for like 3 catches for like 178 yards. Dude. The people don't realize how freak of an athlete. T.O.
was sick. Hell yeah.
I really wish now that I look back at it, if he just would have shut up.
Yeah, he was too arrogant. That was his problem.
Oh my gosh.
He thought he was hot.
Him and Ocho Cinco.
Ocho Cinco, he was badass because of his fucking feet, bro.
Dude, he could
route run like a motherfucker. That's why he was so open all the time. Like,
did you see the documentary on him? He goes, I used to tell people what I'm going to run.
Yeah.
And they couldn't guard me.
Yeah, still because he was...
Can't catch up with my feet. My feet are too fast.
My feet are too fast, yeah. He's fucking running and stuff. Like, that's what's crazy is, he just, like... And that's why, too, like, I stress the importance of, like, receiver. Like, I know these things that receivers need and the certain things that quarterbacks need and stuff. And I can see, like, talent, too. It's like, I know some guys are never going to be a quarterback. Like, you know when a round peg...
You can only put so much work in.
Yeah.
It's either you got it or you don't.
Yeah, you can't fit a round peg in a square hole. It's not just... You can't... No matter how hard you try, it's like, you know... And I love those guys who do try because, I love to see that effort. And I love to see... Because... me growing up, I always stuck to things I was good at. As soon as I wasn't good at it, I quit. And that's kind of like where it came with football. You know, in Ventura, I was like, okay, well, I'm no longer like all of a sudden like really good at it. It's like I got to kind of put in a little bit of work, but is it even worth it to put in the work? I was like, nah, I'm going to go. Like filming seems kind of easy, so I'll go do that. Even though it's hard, but it was like something I enjoyed and I was like kind of good at it, so I started doing it. And then when that kind of got hard, I started shifting different things, but I like found my passion with it. So I was like, okay, I'm going to get through the hard parts of it in order to do the things that I want. You know, it's not going to be easy to learn how to edit. It's not going to be easy to learn how to do all this stuff. But if you really want to do it, you're going to learn how to do it. And so, like understanding that, like, you know, trying to find those things in your life that you're really going to work hard for, because I always just like kept going for those easy things. Like if I would have stayed in La Habra, football still wouldn't have been easy, but I would have gave it 100% because there's no other choice.
You
it's
had like 3 rings.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? I would have fucking just like, you know, like known that
You
like
would have went to college because you went to La Habra.
Yeah, pretty much.
You
like
would've.
I would have just gotten like all I got to
Someone
do
would
is,
have offered you just like, all right, dude.
Yeah, you're just from there and
like,
shit.
here's like 50% scholarship just because you went to La Habra.
Dog, I just want those rings, bro.
You can have mine. I don't even know where they're at. I think they're in my dad's closet.
Dude, man, I'm so fucking bummed I never played there. But yeah, it's just like thing. It's like trying to find guys who grind and stuff. So like with the 805 Bears, I'm trying to like with a lot of guys is they don't have the exposure. And so like, you know, back in the day, you need to go to like a college, and then your coach needed to get scouts to come, or you need to get, you know, film sent to certain places. Nowadays, we're our own like solicitors of our stuff, you know. So like I get film for these guys, and like before, like I would edit stuff for them, and like, you know, but now I don't have the time to do that. So I just film it and I send them the film, and I'm like, hey, you know, it's like I got the film for you guys. You guys balled out, did what you did. Now it's up to you, like to, you know, are the coaches if they're gonna help them get like some other people. But it's like you don't have to like sit around and wait for somebody to do it. It's like you could go online, find the coaches.
I need to go play. I want to play one game.
All right, well, there's a game next week, but the season, you see, the thing is though, is like the league set up, like you got to be on the roster and stuff. Like you got to like, yeah, it's not just like a. Like,
I can't just show up one day like as like Mido.
I'm not on the roster. I'm sure you could probably show up like next week if there's nobody who's like on the roster that's not gonna be there. I'm not gonna be there next week because I gotta go out of town, but I can hit my buddy and see if like maybe.
Nah, dude, I don't want to, but
one of these
I
times,
want to, but I don't want to.
Yeah. See, that's the thing too.
Like, it's a cool thought, but I don't want to hit nobody, dude. I'll probably hurt myself now.
Yeah,
I'll probably pull a hamstring.
That's the thing. It's like it seems fun to go doing stuff, but it's a commitment because you gotta like really be about it and stuff. You know, it's like you gotta be willing to take the pain. You know, it's like and go to the gym and like, you know, or even just stretch and shit. You know, it's like
I'm too lazy for
my
that.
biggest thing too is like I never warmed up as a quarterback. I never like would throw for a little bit and stuff like that unless like the coach told me to. But I just like coaches like if the coach didn't tell me to warm up and he'd be like, hey, like you warm? I'd be like, yep, I'm good to go. You know, I just fucking go in there and start slinging the ball. You know, but it's like I now realize like even now I don't need to warm up. If I pick up a football, I can start throwing now. I'll be fine. Like I'm not gonna hurt. Like maybe like
Yo, we were born with a football in our hand.
What?
We were born with a football in our hand.
But the thing is like I still, when I do grab a football, I'll warm up for a little bit. Just be like, I don't know. It's one of those things I know I should do it, even though it's like, I don't need to do it. Like, why do it? Like, you know, and it's like, who cares if my arm goes out? I'm not going to throw forever. Our bodies aren't meant to live forever. Like, fuck it. I'm enjoying it. Like, I just want to chuck it now. Yeah. But I still enjoy like that like, because it does feel good when you kind of just warm up for a little bit and then you just fucking let it go, like, you know. Yeah, like it's just like cutting through butter instead of like fucking having to like, you know, like it's just like sleep, you know, because like sometimes when I just like pick up a ball, I'm just like, oh, I was like, ooh, I kind of like just trying to get it there,
like
but
doing this right now, it hurts a little.
Yeah. See, that's one thing, I don't have no problems with mobility and shit.
But
I'm like,
that pain right here is a lifelong of memories.
Hell yeah.
So
carrying teams on your back, dog. Those championships.
So it's
fucking
every time I wake up,
all Americans. That's fucking defensive player of the year. Yeah, that's fucking
that's the pain that I live for. You know, every time I wake up, and I tell people when I wake up and my ankle's hurt, or you know, it's just I look back and I'd be like, dude, like I saw half this country for free. I got to meet NFL players that people look at on TV, and I'd be like, yeah, man.
And some of them, you're friends with and got like, you know, personal relationships with these people.
You know, I got a $150,000 free education.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't pay a penny. People are going to view this or watch this on YouTube and be like, wow.
Just because you went out there and did what you do.
But I tell everybody can play sports. I encourage everybody to play sports.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If they give you 100% scholarship or a 1% scholarship, it's more than zero.
Yeah.
I tell everybody.
I encourage people to do anything that's difficult in life, period. Like whether, because one of the things too is I listen to Joe Rogan's podcast, and it's like he's good at so many things like martial arts and all this stuff, but he does yoga because he's good at it, because it's fucking extremely difficult and hard, and he challenges himself to do it. It's like, like fuck, he used to think like, yoga, that's a fucking pussy thing to do, but once you start doing it, you realize how hard it is. It's like, fuck, like it's challenging. And
but once again, like I say, it comes from inner.
Yeah, but once you learn how to overcome difficult things in your life, like everything else,
easy.
like it's just like anything. Like you'll never look at anything the same, because you'll like, people look at shit and they look at reasons to find excuses or reasons of why I can't do this,
or the reason what people are going to get, like their opinion,
or
Who
because
cares
or
what
because
think?
of somebody else has failed at it. Oh well, this person didn't do it, so you can't do it.
Yeah.
But it's like, well, you know what? Fuck it, I haven't tried yet. It's like people are like, oh, why are you gonna do a podcast? Like, podcast can't be successful. Oh, just because that person did it doesn't mean you can do it. Well, it's like, well, how do I know unless I fucking do it? It's like, how do I fucking know? And like, even the simplest thing too about getting people was like, when I first started, I was like, who the fuck am I even gonna talk to? But it was just like, you know what? Like, it's kind of like if you build it, they will come kind of thing. It's like, I just need to start talking to one person and just get on a conversation. And like, I don't even know what the content of like the show is going to be about and stuff. But I've realized like it's just about me living and growing as a person. And like, just capturing that and like the people that I meet in life, having conversations. Like,
dude, it could be 20 years from now. You could come back and watch these videos and just be like, dude, that was dope as shit, dude.
Well, think about it. In the fucking, 25 years or 26 years that we've known each other, this is the most, like, in-depth conversation we've had about, like, life and shit, It's like, yeah, we've known each other. It's always about football. Yeah, it's always about bullshit, or just bullshit and having fun, or catching up on, little things here and there. Yeah. But this is, like, the first time we kind of, like, and because, like, I create this opportunity where you have, like, a space where, we could sit down and have this discussion where we're kind of away from other people and stuff. And
yeah, this is cool. I've always wanted to tell people about my story and my journey, and a lot of people don't. I take pride in telling the truth. I take pride in what that person said. Okay, that's stupid. That's not true. Yeah, I like to. Shit was hard. I was a great athlete. I tell people I should have got a shot in the league. I'm not gonna say I should have made it, but I should have at least got a shot. Let me walk through the door and then cut me.
Yeah. Practice squad, something.
Dude, it's hard. The lower you go, the harder it gets. So Division 1A, SE. I knew the backup third string quarterback that never threw a ball at the SE. He got a shot with the Redskins. Why? Because he went to SE. Go to San Jose State, still Division 1A. It's going to be harder though.
Yeah.
Go to, I don't know, what's a school in the Sun Belt, Louisiana Lafayette. Is going to be harder than San Jose State, which is going to be harder than SC. Go to UNC. So the lower you go, harder it gets. So,
well, see, the thing too about that is that exposure and those people not being able to get like film or like like a lot of these guys just never have eyes on them. It's like all you need is just like see a glimpse of that, and you'll be like, I'll take that guy.
I tell people, if you are good, you're good. You could play for the Sisters of the South, but if you're good, they're gonna find you. NFL is tricky. It's like they're like girls. They're like FBI's.
Yeah, they're stalking that fucking.
Dude,
they're on the internet.
Dude, their jobs in the NFL organization just to watch film every
on people
day.
Look for those animals out there. That
look for those.
And that's the thing too, is like tape don't lie. Check tape. Tape don't lie.
Tape don't lie.
Like you can talk all day, you can show statistics on paper, but let me see that game film. Let me see that.
Like the
because in game film you see more than just a play happen. You see instincts. You see how a player reacts. You see those like even before like the second the fucking ball is snapped and that quarterback turns that way. He already knows that run's going that way. He's already in the hole before the guy gets there.
Like the 805 Bears. Somebody could get a shot in the arena, never make it or never go past it, but.
Well, one of our guys from our first season, he ended up going. He's playing Canadian football right now. And
look at that. Even me, I'll admit it. I laugh at people like that. Like, dude, come on, dude. You're playing semi-pro, and look, he's in the CFL.
Yeah.
Making money, not a lot.
Yeah,
he made it farther than I did.
Fuck, he's and like that's the thing. It's like he's just a father, supporting his kid and doing this thing, living his dream,
loving what he does.
Yeah,
he doesn't have a job. He does not have a job.
He's enjoying it day in and day out.
Day in and day out, he gets to wake
up.
And
even like too, when it was semi-pro, like he still had his day job and stuff, and he'd still come out it was
what
just
position?
Thing on the side. He was a running back and the corner for us.
What teams he play for?
I don't know what team he's playing for. His name is James Short. I'll look into it though. But he ended up getting on a team up there, and that was one of the things when he.
How'd he get there?
What?
How'd he get to Canada?
So he had already been in talks with somebody and stuff when he started playing, and they just needed game film on him. So he that was his main thing during the first season was like trying to get film on him. So even that's what I was struggling because everybody wanted film. Like even me, like I wanted film not because like I want to go places. Like I just wanted film throw up on Instagram, you know. Like and that was my ego thing about it. It's like I just want to show off myself, but I'm not even that good. What's the point of like trying? And if anything, I was gonna try to make the video better than I ever was on the field. You know, I'm just gonna take the good clips,
make the video look sexy.
Yeah, exactly. Like well, you know, that's how you do it. Just like the fucking video on Instagram the other day, I showed 2 good plays from that game. We lost that game, you know. We got our asses beat, but hey, you showed 2.
But it looked like y'all could run through the Patriots.
Exactly. You showed 2 plays on one drive when we scored. Hey, it looks good, you know, and it was good. Those are 2 good plays, but you know, you look at the whole game and
I thought number 23 was you.
No.
I was like, damn, Mido got some moves.
Nah. I can move like that, but
I was like, yo.
I know I'd be moving like that. That's what I'm saying. Last season before I left, I was moving like that because dude, I don't like getting hit. Those motherfuckers are coming. I'm moving.
Dog, I got to high school and I was like, freshman year I played receiver and I was like, you know what, dude? And sophomore year I played behind Ronnie. I was like, this is varsity. There's no weight limit.
Yeah.
It's not like Pop Warner. This is. Do I want to get hit? I was like, nah. I'd rather hit somebody. My attitude's more of a defense. So.
Yeah. My thing is like with defense, I always thought it was easier. Oh, if I'm on offense, I know the play, so it makes it easier. On defense, it's like it's a constant. But that's the thing. On defense, it keeps you on your toes. Like you just never you're ready for anything at all.
Especially if you have a good offensive coordinator that knows how to throw tricks at you.
And get you out of position and like fuck you up and stuff and like bait you for certain things and so, like, I just realized with that, I was like, you know what? Like, it's easier to play offense. Like, I'm just going to do that. Even though I didn't like getting hit, because I rather would play defense. Even though I didn't like hitting people either, I knew I could make efficient tackles and, like, you know, play the position and shut down. Like, I could do the job. But, you know, that's the thing, too. And, you know, at times I needed to be the person to do the job because nobody else was there. So, it's like, even though I didn't want to play corner, you know, we got the guy who was playing corner, but he's too short. He obviously can't cover that guy, you know, or whatever. So, I'll go and play that. Or even like at receiver, I never really wanted to play receiver, but we had 2 decent quarterbacks and a bunch of shitty receivers. So
somebody had to catch it.
Yeah, so I have two good quarterbacks and nobody who could catch, and the other quarterback couldn't really play any other position. So you know, I was like, fuck it, I'll just go receiver, you know, and let him play. As long as he can do it, you know, like if he can't do it, then I'd rather play quarterback because that's more of an important position. But you know, if he can handle that, then I'll go play receiver. And even like I said, if I don't get the ball, it's cool. Even if I just have to run downfield and get this guy out of the way so you could throw a little swing route coming out the backfield or something.
Everybody has to eat.
Yeah, everybody. You know, and like that's the thing I would do too. Is like everybody thought the ball would come to me. You know, they'd be like, oh, watch out, number 3, hot shit. Of course, like you know, I'm out there with my gloves.
That was your number 3.
Yeah,
that was your number.
With my gloves matching my shoes and shit like that. You know, hot shit, my Adidas gear and everything. You know, got the little eye stripes and shit. You know, so you know my visor on. There. Yeah, dude, I'm looking like I'm balling.
As my Coach Armour, he's not gonna see this, but as Coach Armour would say, California kids are cosmetic.
We are, dog. with the taped fucking face mask and shit.
He'd be like, you damn California kids are so cosmetic.
Tinted visor.
Always have to spat. Always have to have wristbands on. You guys just don't play football. You have to look good like you in a movie. Yes, Coach.
Hey, 50% of the game is looking good, right?
Yeah,
the other
man.
50 is playing good. Dude. Look good, feel good. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's what Neon Dion always stressed, you know, fucking, looking good, look good, feel good, play good.
Get paid good.
And that's the thing, though, it's part of it, because, like, I know motherfucking cats who strap on whatever and just go out there and play, but then other people kind of, like, need to be, like, suited up, but they play on their game when they're like that. Because
I didn't really care about the swagness, because I let my game speak for that. Yeah. But, dude, I went into, like, an alter ego, like, asshole. I'm a nice person. I'm very laid back. I'm just a California kid.
Yeah.
Dude.
With the little Brooklyn twist.
Between those white lines, though, I went savage. I didn't care. I would cuss you out. I was the asshole teammate. Or, like, the asshole on the other team. But, dude, right when the game ended, dude, we could dap it up and go to a party after.
Yeah.
But in between those, you'd hate me.
Yeah, and that's the thing about this game is it's an emotional game. It's a very competitive game. Like it's meant to bring out those emotions in that part of people and stuff. But we got to understand it's a men's game too. You got to be able to like understand that we're just playing a game. It gets intense. It gets, sometimes it gets chippy and stuff like that.
I used to love when he would talk back to me too.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I used to, because when I first started playing semi-pro, like I used to be like, "What's up with all this shit talking? Like, let's just all like." I was kind of like all hippie, like, "Oh, why can't we all just be cool, man? Why do we gotta talk shit? But at the same time too, I understand it's part of the game because I got there too. It's like, come on, like, or like if you catch a ball over somebody, you look at the defender, it's like, come on, boy, like just because you want the best out of him, like you don't want to continue to just catch over him like that. You want a little competition, like, come on, smack that ball out so I can be like, okay, I'm gonna get the next one on you. I'm gonna get the, it's like you want to continue to compete and stuff. And yeah, you're gonna talk shit like, oh, you can't cover me, boy, you can't cover me. But like, when he is covering you, you're gonna give him his props, like, hell yeah, Martin. Like, you got me on that one, you got me, but I'm gonna come back next time and I'll be ready. Like, I'm gonna get you on the next one. And just understand that, like, yeah, it's between whistle and whistle, between the lines and stuff. But as soon as the game's over, the whistle's done blowing, the dust is settled, and it's just we're human beings, we're just regular people and stuff, and like, don't take it personal and stuff, and like, obviously, like, yeah, people do cheap shots and stuff, and that's unfortunate. But like, obviously there are going to be injuries in games too. Like, you understand that you're playing.
Who's the shit talker on the teams you play? Expose the team right now.
I mean, we don't really have like, I don't know, because this season we had
what's a cheap team?
Was a cheap team?
Cheap shot team. Expose them right now.
Probably West Coast Lions or
what was that?
Compton Panthers.
I will smack the dog shit out of every Panthers player ever.
I don't know who else. I don't know, California Ducks maybe. I don't remember. I can't remember. I really don't know, honestly. I wasn't at a lot of games this year, and the thing is too is like sometimes I'm on my sideline, so like I only see from my point of view, but sometimes I'm on their sideline working the chains and stuff too, so I do see how they act. And actually, like one of the teams, like the team that played last week, San Diego Rage, they're very well coached, very well disciplined and stuff. Yeah, they talk crap and stuff, but they're all about like just hard work and getting people in. Everybody just trying their hardest, and their quarterback is actually the owner of the team, and he's like in his 40s, like 45 or something like that. But dude showed up like before the game, and like dude seemed like the nice, like I thought he was just a coach, and then my buddy's like, yeah, that's a quarterback, and I was like, what?
I would kill him.
Yeah, and he was all cool and just like chopping it up and everything, and I was like, he seems like such a cool guy. He's like, yeah,
you know what?
He's like, just wait till the game starts. No, so the fucking game started, and that guy just went off, dude. Like in a good way. Like he was just like one of those quarterbacks where he's like, what?
Like,
I
just tricked all y'all.
If everything's going good and stuff, we're good. But like as soon as one of his guys dropped the ball, it's like, bro, that hit your hands. Like, come on, man.
Dude,
like,
I hope I become an LAPD officer. You know why? Because they have a football team.
Ooh.
I will definitely suit up.
Dog, I could see you on some fucking that shit like Longest Yard where you're like one of the prison
just not in
guard.
prison.
No, in the prison guard. You're the prison guard. You're like a prison guard or something. Or hey, they should have had a football team for bouncers for the strip club.
Dog, I played on the flag team. Dude, we would win it. You know why? Because of me. No one could block me. I'll just rush. Like, dude, you're like 50 years old working at Papa John.
Get out of my way.
Get out of my way, dude. But I hope I become a cop. Pray for me, guys.
That'd be dope, dog.
Because, dude, I'm definitely laced come out of retirement, dude, and smack some people, dude. They play like New York Fire Department.
Oh, what?
Dude, San Diego, Bakersfield, Texas, Florida. Dude, there's all over. My cousin used to play for them.
Hell yeah.
Dude, yeah, dude. You have to be in law enforcement or like a public service job.
And then you get to fucking sign up for that shit, special league. I know because actually that's how the 805 Bears came to be, is that my buddy who started the team, Mike, and my other buddy, Jared, they used to play for, there was a Ventura police team called the Ventura Hogs. Mm-hmm. And they were like a police team, but then like they didn't have enough guys, so they kind of just started opening it to like anybody who kind of like wanted to play and stuff. And so then like other guys were playing on the team, and then just kind of like fell apart. And then after that fell apart, like, the guys still wanted some kind of semi-pro team, so that's why they started up the Bears. And so like, yeah, that's like where it all came from, is like those like leagues and stuff, and it's funny because, yeah, people always like think like this little like it doesn't matter what the league is or the level or anything, like even just fucking softball on the weekends and shit, like doing something that's like a team sport and just like
something productive,
yeah, and just recreational and just a little exercise too, and just kind of get out there and have fun and stuff, but not take it too seriously either. Like, I know this stuff is serious.
I don't take sports serious no more.
Yeah, I've
been there, done it. People laugh at me. You could catch a ball on me, I'm not gonna get mad, because in my prime I would kill you. Yeah.
See, one thing I love about like mixed martial arts is like respect within the sport. Is like those motherfuckers go out there and, yeah, within the cage they're trying to fucking rip each other's heads off, but like as soon as it's all over, there's like, fuck yeah, good fight. Like, they just want like, most of them have respect for each other and know that like they're putting everything out there on the line, and they're not they're not going that, like, both people know when they step into the ring that, okay, this person's not taking it 90% or fucking 80%.
Dude, he trying to kill you.
Yeah, he knows that, like, this fucking person's gonna come in here and give
Wants that paycheck.
Yeah, and they're gonna fucking, no matter what, like, even if they're not skilled to you, like, it doesn't matter. Anytime you step in that ring, it's a David and Goliath. You never know what could happen, you know. Yeah. And it's just the one who never gives up and the one who just keeps on going, giving 100%.
Dude, how long have you been going for?
I'm going for like an hour and 8 minutes. That's usually about, like, because usually I do them about an hour, so we'll wrap it up right now. But no, when it's a good conversation, you just let the fucking podcast go and stuff. But is there anything else you want to talk about before? I know we kind of touched on the Omaha stuff.
Done everything, man.
You want to talk about anything you're doing now?
Back and being a mailman in Newport Beach. Shout out to all my postal workers, dude.
United States Postal Service, one of the oldest services, fucking around.
Yeah, man.
Fuck UPS and FedEx. Keep it postal. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, go to them. I don't want to deliver your packages. Nah, but life's good.
Hey, how is it like working with people there? Is everybody cool, or are people all like fucking on edge? Because I know that thing about people going postals is pretty real.
Everybody hates it. It's a job.
That's
no,
true.
I mean, if you're not making millions,
it's like any government job, though. People work at the fucking DMV and shit.
Yeah, dude. But the select few people I talk to, dude, it's family, dude. Post office is almost. I mean, I don't know, because I guess the post office, you know each other.
Yeah.
Like when we come in, we have to sort the mail, so we're around all of each other, and it almost feels like a locker room. Like that's what a lot of people say, that they only last in the post office because it's good people. Well, at least the ones you surround yourself with. So that's cool. I've met lifelong friends. If I stay there, or if I leave tomorrow, or if I leave in 8 months for LAPD, or I find another job, I have a few people that I'm gonna always stay in touch with.
Yeah. That's what's cool, dude.
Invite to my wedding and stuff, so.
Oh hell yeah, some real ones and shit.
Yeah, so I mean,
that's the one cool thing too, is like, and like I said with jobs too, it's because I think about that now too. In any job that I've had, I could find like at least one person or something that I would like either still have contact with, or I would hit them up and like, or I'm still good with, and like we had good times. But
like us, we haven't talked in forever.
But like with work, because like even if you hated your job, no matter what the fucking job was, but like, it's a common struggle. You and the other person you were with, you both fucking hated your job, but you had to deal with it. Like, you get together and be like, fuck that boss, and all that shit and everything. Or you can talk about good times. Like, remember when we used to do this? Like, whether it was a good time or a bad time, it was a shared experience, and that's like the most important thing, Like, luckily our experiences together have always been good. Fucking football.
Always.
Up until a point where I had to move to Ventura. Thanks, Mom and Dad.
Dude,
I don't. Dude, you know how bad I tried to get fucking Coach Randy to adopt me? I
used his address to go to La Habra.
Really?
Yeah, I was a Lucerna kid.
Hell yeah.
I was not gonna go to Lucerna. Dude.
See, you can say that stuff now. See, if you're trying to get like a scholarship, I was about to be like, wait a minute, hold on now.
CIF
now all your grades there. We're gonna strip you of your rings and.
I was really sad when you moved.
Hell yeah, dude. Fucking
anybody. You, Jake, Steven, Blake, Patrick, who else? Jordan Salo, Garrett Fulbright, me, Ontiveros, Chocolate Chip. Dude, the list goes on. Dude.
It's cool though to see a lot of these cats still around, like in the neighborhood and stuff, when we come to these parties and stuff. Like fucking like Derek and Steven and Jimmy, and,
Chris Gonzalez, Eric Padilla, Josh Casada, Trevor Phillips, Bryce O'Tan. Dude,
damn,
the list goes on. Oh, dude.
Goddamn, we gotta do a follow-up podcast of this shit. We'll come back and we'll do another one. We'll get some more people on. We gotta get some. See, I'm down here all the time now. We gotta fucking do some more of this shit. We'll do some cool videos. We gotta start hanging out, man. Do some cool shit. I'm down here all the time. Fuck it. You live like right around the fucking corner anyways.
I live up the street, literally. Yeah. Up the street, make a left, make a right, make a right.
Well, don't tell people where you live. No, I'm just kidding. They don't know where we at anyway. So it's
dude, how many views? What's your highest views on this channel?
I don't know. I know the last one, the one that I did with my buddy, the rapper one, that was the highest view. Now I don't know, because here's the thing. So I put out the full podcast on YouTube, and then I take excerpts of it, a minute here or a minute there or whatever, and I throw them up on YouTube or up on Facebook and Instagram and stuff. And because obviously not a lot of people are gonna sit through this whole conversation. Yeah, some people will listen to it because I'm gonna have the audio version on the Apple Podcasts and stuff, so people could just listen to the audio version. But people,
stop playing with my dude Mido and listen to him, dude.
And then some people don't want to sit through the whole thing and watch. But I know if they see certain little parts, because during this whole conversation we've had a whole bunch of little minute parts, or even a couple minutes where we talk about good things. So I take out those excerpts and I kind of post those here and there, and or sometimes we say some motivational things.
Dude, Dude,
like,
I listen to a podcast 24/7 at work. I'd be a mailman.
yeah, see, a lot of people too. That's the thing. They at work, they're either listening or they're watching or stuff. Or some people are just scrolling on Instagram and stuff. So like, I try to put it out there. So one of the videos that I posted on Facebook that he retweeted was just like a minute clip of him talking about some stuff that got 2,000 views within 1 week, last week. And
What's his name?
Not Dewan.
What?
Not Dewan.
Nah, Duan?
Yeah.
I'm coming for you, dude.
Not Dewan.
Dog, I'm going to get more views than you.
Yeah, see
I
who
want you
knows
to
more
know.
people. That's cool. No, but see, the cool thing about it too is like
Competition.
using not competition, but using the platform to cross promote things too. It's
Yeah.
like he came on, he's promoting my podcast, so now the people that follow him already know about my podcast.
Dog,
and
I'm
then
definitely gonna blast this all over social
yeah,
media.
the people who know about my podcast know about his music and stuff now. And then literally right after we did that podcast, we made that song, and now he's put that song out. And like now we're making videos with it, and we're like doing stuff. We're gonna shoot a music video for it, and then we'll do another podcast with it. Like we're using this stuff to like cross promote, and now because of it, other people are hitting me up like want to do podcasts and stuff because they want to like be able to talk and kind of like
I'm telling you, bro, don't stop this.
oh no.
I don't care what anybody says.
No, this is fun for me. The reason I do is like the people always say like, "Why you did a podcast or what is it about?" I'm like, I do it because it's fucking fun for me. Like I enjoy doing this shit. I enjoy talking with people. I do it all damn day anyway. So why not fucking sit here and record it and have fun doing it? And like because a lot of times I get caught up in conversation where I'm saying like I'm on a good tangent or somebody's saying some good shit, but I'm just like so caught up in it. I'm not really like I'm listening, but I'm not listening.
Yeah.
And I think about it later. I'm like, fuck, dude, what they were saying was crazy.
You need to make this a 1 minute clip and post it.
Hell yeah, I'll make this
Don't
1 minute clip right here.
listen to what other people say.
Yeah, and see, people are gonna see this 1 minute clip at an hour and 15 minutes in, and then they're gonna be like, "I'm gonna watch the whole hour and 15 minutes just to get to that
Dude,
one fucking part that he said."
I've had teachers at La Habra tell my mom, Dominick Sierra will never graduate high school, never go to college. He needs to drop out of all these classes you need to get into college. He needs to drop out because he is not going to pass.
All right, here's some advice for any of you out there. If somebody ever tells you you can never do something or you're never gonna do anything, do me a favor, smile at them and say thank you because that motherfucker just did something for you. They made you become the baddest motherfucker in the world because you know what? You're going to go out there and you're going to prove that motherfucker wrong, all right? There ain't nothing that you can't do in this world, all right? Give it a fucking try, and if you can't do it or you fail, keep fucking trying if that's what you want to do, all right? I'm going to keep doing, like, that's the thing with this podcast. I'm going to do it till the fucking day I die if I can, you know, if I want to, if that's what I want to. Like, I can make it happen. Like, I will make it happen, you know?
Dude,
it's like...
it's the will.
Whether I don't care if anybody fucking watches this or not, you know, because... me and you are having a shared experience. So fuck if anybody else is enjoying this or watching it. We're having an experience.
And dude, like I said, it only takes one pair of eyeballs.
But this experience can be shared on another level because of the technology we have. We have the ability to connect with Instagram and Facebook, and like people around the world can engage in this conversation. Other football players that are out there trying to like grind and struggle right now. Before, like, this was a thing that wasn't like, or only certain people got, you know, a voice and stuff. This is giving people, like, right now we're not on a radio talk show where, oh, we can't say fuck or we can't say bitch or we can't say whatever, or we can't talk about certain things because, oh, we're political and blah blah blah. We say whatever the fuck we want. This is our show, or like, it's my show, like whatever, you know. And I'm, you know, able to like put out and give us a voice and a platform to, you know, promote our stuff and, you know, talk about the things that are concerning to us, you know, and things like, you know, with, you know, trying to find, you know, schools to go to, like for sports, and trying to get an education, trying to find places to play after and stuff. You know, a lot of people are in the dark about things going on.
Dude, and I'm open to anybody, dude. You can find me on Facebook, Dominick Sierra.
Oh, that's another thing I forget to do. So yeah, where can people find you on Facebook and Instagram and all that?
Facebook,
shit?
Dominick, Dominick, Sierra, Sierra. Instagram, Mr. Sierra 27, Mr. Sierra _27. Dude,
We'll put that up too up there.
I've got like 4 of my friends' scholarships.
Shout out Speed Burners too.
Yes, Speed Burners.
You know, all
that's
that
my
shit.
dogs. But I got one of my best friends to Northern Colorado. Dude, I'm down to help anybody. I had one of my best friends go to Omaha with me. I was taking a shit one day, and I was like, "Hey, bro, do you want to come to Omaha with me?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Give me 5 minutes." I was like, "Hey, I'm not going to Omaha unless you guys offer my boy a contract."
Damn,
dude, I think it's the New York in me. I'm not from New York, but my parents are.
Yeah.
And they've always said, take care of your circle.
It's true.
And dude,
it's that neighborhood, that fucking
the love, the neighborhood, the boys. You know,
that's that immigrant mentality too, dog.
I tell people I don't have friends, I have family. Mm-hmm. So, dude, I'm down to help anybody, and you know, anybody on this podcast that watches it is family. True. You know, so dude, I've been there, done that. I almost made it to the top. You know, I was like,
Hey, but what is the top? The top's giving it your 100%. You go out there, you gave it.
You know, 1 or 2 steps too slow on the 40, I would have been in the lead.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You know, yeah, or, you know, you miss, you know, like you could sit here and talk about all the little things that you did wrong. Yeah, I could have paid more attention to school. I could have gone here. I could have done this. I could have done that. And, you know, it's like you did what you did and, like, you learned from it. And now, you know, you're never going to, like, make any of those same mistakes again if you ever get those opportunities because, like, you've learned from that.
Hopefully
you know?
Tell people, too, not to make the same mistakes.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, too. People think, like, you got to understand everything can go across the board in life. Like, you know, just because you failed in something or something happened in something, you know, you think that you're limited to that or, like, I can't do anything in that anymore. It's like you got to find other avenues. Like, with me, with football, you know, I thought, oh, because I can't play, like, football's done. Now, like, my life's over, you know. Like, I literally, the day that I decided to stop playing, like, it was a big decision because I really thought about it. It's like I love playing the sport and I love being out there with my friends and stuff, but literally this is doing more damage to me and it's doing good. And I need to be able to step away from the sport. And like when I did that and I realized like I'm never gonna play football again, like I cried, dude. It felt like death to me, you know. It felt like a piece of something in me. Like I was never gonna fucking play competitive football. And it's like I can. Like there's no physical reason why I can't. But like I know, and you know, I know part of my physicality is my mental too. But like I know that that's you know starting to deteriorate. Or there's something going on there. Don't know for sure, but I know that I'm a different person once I start getting hit. So I just like. And I know I'm more beneficial in another way. So like, but at first I thought like, okay, my life's done. Football's gone. Like, you know, what am I gonna fucking do with my life? I felt depressed, but then I was like, wait a minute. It's like, I could still go out there and throw a football. I could still be part of practices. I could still, you know, be involved with the sport, you know, coach and, you know, film and do all these different things to help the sport and be involved with it. And so like, that's like the main thing about it is like, you know, I don't let one failure determine
every failure, every negative thing always has a positive to it. Every time I failed, or you can't fail the SAT, but I didn't get the score I needed for 5 times. The 6th time I got it. And what I learned out of that, study.
Yeah.
When you want to do something, you're going to do it. The first 5 times I was like, I'm just going to take this test. Okay, I was like, okay, Dom, you're not that smart.
Failure to
you
prepare
have to
is
be
preparing
on
to failure. To fail.
You have to be honest with yourself. Okay, I need to study and look.
The thing people gotta understand too is it's not about perfection, it's about progression. You know, it's like you're not gonna get it right every time. Like even this podcast, you know, it's not perfect right now. This podcast wasn't perfect. The one before wasn't perfect, but it was better than the one before that. This one's better than the one that I did last time. The next one I do is gonna be a little bit better. I'm gonna continue to get better. These things are gonna get better. The conversations are gonna get better. I'm gonna get better at talking, at speaking. You know, that's one of the biggest things with this podcast is that I use it as a platform for me just to learn how to conversate, you know, how to not just talk, but also listen. Because when I have conversations with people, I get on these rants where I start talking and I'm talking too fast where, you know, I'm just like controlling the conversation. When do I stop and let them talk and listen, you know? And so this is really like learning how to like talk and listen, engage in a conversation and be present in the moment and not just like, okay, I know what he's going to say, so I'm anticipating the next thing, but really like listen to every word that you're saying and then, you know, formulate a response and like, you know, and be able to articulate it, not get too caught up in my thoughts where I start mumbling and things like that. So all this is like for myself, but I'm also able to create this platform for other people and like have fun with it. So it's like, that's what I love about this podcast. I'm doing so many different things in one and people don't even realize it.
Man, we from La Habra. We don't have a lot here.
That's true. Ain't got much. We got football.
It's a small city. I mean, I don't want to live here for the rest of my life. I want to try to go be something.
Yeah. Where would you like to live? You could live anywhere in the world. Where would you live?
La Habra.
See, that's the thing too, dude. I would live in LA or something, but like, yeah, but I would live in La Habra.
The statement I said is the fact that like, dog, we blue collar, we blue collar people out here.
Yeah, I love La Habra and the city and stuff, but I also like, you know, I love the small little community, but I'm like a global person. I'm like a worldwide type of, you know, like I like that's why I like that big city, like LA thing, but I also like the home, like that's why I can never leave anywhere. Like LA is home for me. Like even I thought about it. I'm like, dude, it's too expensive to live in California. Why not go somewhere else and shit? But it's like, and I like places like Oregon, Colorado, Montana, like, you know, all these different places I've been. Like I could see myself living, but it's like there's just nothing like California and just like that home, you know, and the way people are, just the hustle about it. It's like people are comfortable in other places, you know, and even though California's comfortable, it's still uncomfortable because it's like a constant, like every day, you know, tomorrow's not promised. Like you never know, like you get mugged down the street, you get shot, you get robbed, you know, you never know. Like somebody could hit you with a car, some random shit could happen. Yeah. So it keeps you on your toes and you're just engaged and like life is living. Like I don't know, I fucking love it, man. So But
Yeah.
yeah, let's go and wrap this up, and we'll definitely do another fucking podcast because this
No,
one.
we're definitely. I like talking.
Hell yeah, this is dope as fuck, right?
Dog.
Hell yeah. Thanks for coming by, dude. I fucking
Dog,
appreciate
you
this.
a family.
Dominick Sierra, everybody. One of my homeboys
Yes,
right
sir.
there. Fucking real one.
Yeah.
A1 since day one. You know what I'm saying?
Hit me up, people. Any
sure.
questions you have?
Yeah. This guy's got knowledge about shit. Fucking. Are you ladies?
Football? I got a lot of knowledge about that. I'll tell you. I'll tell people.
Ladies, he's single. Hit that Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, just a king looking for his queen. Ooh,
Hey,
what?
this is gonna be the most viewed podcast.
It will, dog. We'll get it up there.
This
We'll get the
will.
views. We're gonna put it out there. People
Like
be watching.
Tekashi 6ix9ine promised on Breakfast Club is gonna be the most viewed. This is gonna be the most viewed.
All right, he said it. You guys heard it right there.
Yeah.
All right, later, guys.
Hey, it's the Mido Show.